It's starting to look like help has arrived. That's right. The National Association of Advancement for Colored People, aka NAACP, have stepped in the building. Not only that, we got some alleged leaked messages from Miss Christine Wansley speaking with Warren, and we about to get into these TikTok videos, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that hype, and make sure y'all subscribing. Check this out, y'all.
So I have another major development in the Nolan Wells case to tell you about. The NAACP is officially joining the legal team representing Nolan Wells' family. Its Office of General Counsel will work alongside Ben Crump. They'll bring more legal muscle and investigative resources into this case. And the NAACP president, Derek Johnson, was exclusively on our show on Monday night, just after the announcement, talking about exactly why they're stepping in. Because let's be real for a moment. Nolan's parents have been fighting for answers for more than a month. They've asked for federal help, they pushed for more transparency, and they're ready this week for the joint forensic examination of Nolan's cell phone. So now the NAACP is in the room too. More lawyers, more resources, more pressure, and maybe that's what it's going to take. Nolan went to Horn Island with his friends. They came home. He did not. His parents want answers, and if you want to hear exactly what Derek Johnson told us, check out Monday night's live.
Well, we have some more breaking news, and I'm sure it's going to burn quite a you devils right on up. The NAACP's Office of General Counsel is joining the legal team focused on the death of Nolan Wells.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Because truth, justice, and accountability cannot wait. Nolan's family deserves answers, and we will continue fighting to ensure that no Black life is ever overlooked, dismissed, or denied thorough justice. Drawing on the association's long history of pushing for full and fair investigation when Black lives are lost under suspicious circumstances, we will bring additional investigation and legal resources to bear and ensure that no stone is left unturned, and the quest for truth and accountability shall prevail in the death of Nolan Wells' case and to his family. Boom.
Right.
And there has been this narrative that was put out there, and I think they're trying to knock it down, which I believe was unfairly put out, saying that the family was somehow stonewalling investigators. But according to the letter, if you read the letter that they released this morning, they said this is exactly what we agreed upon in July. And so, you know, I don't understand why this information has been put out there, and that's all part of the investigation. What do you make of that?
There's more time been spent on deflecting the fact that there has not been a thorough investigation that the public have trust and believe in. If there's been a thorough investigation, great. If there's a grand jury where information is going to be provided, that's great. But at this juncture, local officials should not be deflecting what's really taking place. We're talking about a state with a history of not valuing African-American life. We're talking about a state that spent more time worried about the perception of its past as opposed to reconciling the current reality and doing what's necessary. A child never returned home. A child got on a boat with a group of friends. A child phone came back with a friend, and that child, the next time we see the child, he's unalive. There are some questions that need to be answered. We have a sheriff who made assumptions before an investigation was done based on the words of the individuals that child was with. This should not be the case. There needs to be a complete and thorough investigation.
How does the NAACP getting involved help?
Well, it broadens the ability of individuals who are receiving information. We have a bigger net. I live in Mississippi, so there are some deep relationships there. You have the former head of the Department of Justice and Rights Division with experience in this background and deep contacts. So it allowed us, along with the Trump team, to try to assist the family in getting the necessary answers. Because apparently the state of Mississippi and local officials have not been as transparent as one would have liked them to be or they're simply doing things that's out of the view and has lost the confidence of not only the family but that community who has been affected.
See, when they was preparing and they was at their little dinner table with their paperwork, with their times and dates and trying to figure out everything, they was only preparing for Mississippi. They wasn't preparing for this to get out to the world. Now it seems like the Most High is starting to answer our prayers. Now what I'm going to ask y'all is to keep on praying. This ain't nothing, y'all, because I believe God is building up a way bigger picture to drop that bombshell I was talking about. Ooh. Somebody in trouble.
Well, we actually have proof that Grandpa Jerry was actually on Horns Island as well, which makes sense why he was able to call the captain, because he physically was watching. And now who was Wyatt on the phone with? Well, we know he was on the phone with Cito Call, but let me show you Grandpa Jerry.
White-haired old man. Look, I just want you.
Got him. I'm telling you, that bombshell coming. That bombshell is coming, y'all. It's coming.
And she also gave us a little specialty on Wyatt. And Now I thank her for that treat, because we all been asking the same question. Where is Wyatt? Why haven't we heard from Wyatt? Where are his boats that one we know was missing from the MDMR report? We just have no information, no nothing on him. He is seemingly in the dark, he's just disappeared somewhere. So where is he? And why haven't we heard from him? Just asking. My opinions, just asking. And thank you, Miss Trina. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you.
Thank you, whoever you is. Lead by example, because it's about to be more coming out. I ain't gonna get too excited.
Wait, text messages were just released between Nolan's mom and Warren that can answer a lot of questions. And I'm gonna go through these text messages one by one. You tell me, does it look like somebody like Warren is trying to hide something, or does it look like he's being a true friend? Now, first of all, I thought that Nolan's dad showed up unannounced as the way, Warren and them told the story. Here's a text message, July 5th, 2 in the morning. Nolan's dad is out the house to pick up the key. Remember, he was trying to get the key from Jax. He said Jax couldn't find it, or it was taking forever. Then somebody else found it, and he didn't trust Jax after that. So then here's the next one. That day in the afternoon, hey, Warren, what kind of sunglasses did Nolan wear? I'm pretty sure Ray-Bans, Mrs. Christine. This is Warren. Then Warren says, hey, Miss Christine, just wanted to check in. We went out this morning to look, and I've been on and off the phone with Jackson County Sheriff's Office today. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. She says, thank you. Warren says, we are all praying for your family. We appreciate it. Then it gets deeper. Now, right here, she asked Warren what boat he was on, or what boat Nolan was on. He says, Nolan went out on the 22 Triton offshore, and I was on the 24 tie line. I ain't heard much about the 24 tie line. On the way out, we were on separate boats. I went back on the Triton DMR, and the sheriff's office has all this information. Then if you look again, Monday, July 6th, 1:37 p.m., hey, Warren, can you collect any of Nolan's items left at Jack's house? So it was still items after her father went there? I don't know. Then here's Warren again. Good morning, Miss Christine. I just wanted to let you know that my family and I have been praying for you and your family. Nolan was one of my best friends since we were in 8th grade together. You and Mr. Elmore raised one of the best men I've ever met. I wish I could be there today, but I would never want to take the attention off of your family and Nolan and be a distraction. Thank you for being the best parents that Nolan could have had. This was the day of the funeral, that Monday. Now, these are cut off. I want to know the full message up here, because this is where it seemed like it got a little spicy. It appears Miss Christine, Nolan's mom, said exactly where you saw him last. I'm sorry I am asking you to repeat this. 3 p.m. west tip, north side of Horn Island. Where did you guys launch for him? He sent the location. and I don't know why this is blurred out. We launched the boats yesterday evening and left from here this morning. As the Wells family searches for answers and Warren and them trying to say that they had nothing to do with it and don't know anything, we are trying to find out what is true. But we do know a lot has been misinformed, a lot of misinformation, and I don't like it.
So the last time you seen Nolan was at 3 p.m. Okay. And you said you left at what, 4:30, something like that? Okay. So who in the hell told Nolan to get on the boat?
Nolan Wells update. I'm so perplexed. I'm so confused. Is anybody else out there in TikTok world confused just like I'm confused? Because when did Nolan's family become the people who weren't part of the investigation? What? This family has gone through utter hell for the last 6 weeks plus. They've lost their son. Have zero answers. And somehow this has been perpetuated as if what is going on? Because the mom won't turn over the phone while she was on vacation, and because she specifically requested there be a third party mediator because of so many different suspicious circumstances behind her son's death. And y'all are perpetuating the narrative that she's non-compliant? I'm so confused. She said she'd give up the phone. She was on vacation. How do you formulate and change the narrative as the mom is guilty of hindering justice? Why would she be guilty? She wants answers. This is so preposterous and so far gone that it's absurd. It's absurd. My heart goes out to the Wells family, Nolan Wells' mom, Christine Walmsley Wells, and the father and the other siblings that are still remaining on earth that have to still endure the social media rhetoric and BS. This woman has been through hell. Her job has been attacked. Her character has been attacked. This is completely outrageous that anyone would think that continuing to spin this narrative and cause this woman any more grief is absurd.
Christine, all I'm going to say is keep your eyes on that phone. Because apparently the whole state of Mississippi want to get a hold of that phone, because we already know them boys, folks are in the higher ups in that government. So they probably know a good bit of people that want to get a hold of that phone and play in your face. So if everybody cool, I keep my eyes on it. Or got some real people you can trust to keep your eyes on that phone. Because if they all want a hold of it, it's apparently there's still something on that phone that's still going to open this wide open. They have a smoking gun. And that's what's going to give it up even more. The jig's already up, but it's going to be more oil in the fire. You just watch.
Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the NAACP. Do y'all think there's somebody in the organization might be compromised? I don't know. I just don't trust nobody. Also, what do you think about the text messages between Miss Christine Walmsley and Warren? Do you think that his text messages seem like he was genuine? Do you think he's really concerned? Now, I'm not saying nobody's guilty of anything. I'm just saying I don't trust no damn body. How do y'all think that this phone examination is going to turn out? I hope they got some type of security with them, because we can't let nobody in doing no underhanded shit. Again, I'm just saying I don't trust nobody. Y'all got way too many damn red flags out there. And we need security when y'all looking at the phone. We need to look at everybody's hands. Don't nobody need to snatch no chips, no nothing. But again, I ain't gonna get too excited about nothing. I feel as though it's the optics of the NAACP. You know, make people feel like, look, we can't get away with messing with these people. I remember somebody said, yeah, what is marching gonna do? It's the optics. It's letting people know that we have numbers. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. For those people that are talking about going against somebody, how you gonna go against somebody who makes the weapons? Any weapon you talking about getting, they make them. So miss me with all of that. Our power is with the Most High. And do you know what the Most High can do? He can cause earthquakes. He can cause tornadoes. He can cause holes in the ground. That's the type of power I like. But y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. Gone, y'all.